Hey everyone, it's Jess Markowitz, Independent Scentsy Superstar Director of Jesse's Angels Saving Lives. I apologize for the lighting. I am up at midnight working my business because whenever I have energy and extra time, I love to tackle what I can, get things done, get ahead if I can. And I just had this feeling to jump on and talk to you guys about this concept that I was just thinking about. So, one of the biggest fears of a Scentsy consultant is follow up. It's one of the things that most people struggle with. And the reason why is, well, there's a few reasons. One, they may not have a follow up system. Second one is that sticks that they can, I'm gonna see if I can help with this glare. Okay, that helps a little bit. Ooh, I'm gonna need to get it better. So you don't have follow-up system. Two, you may be scared because it's been a while and you don't know what to say. Three, I think pretty much, or maybe you don't know when to do it, when the best time is to follow up. From your schedule, or you just don't know as far as what works best for your clients and you don't want to call them at the wrong time and upset them, right? So it usually has to do with some type of a fear, some type of a skill that you don't have yet, meaning like a system that you feel that works, and just a hesitation of doing it right. So far, does this ring any bells? So here's the thing, guys. I've been doing this for 7 years in April, and it's the 26th of March right now. So in a few more days, I'll be hitting my 7 years. And here's a secret. I don't have a real solid system. I have a system. I've had a system my whole career, which I know is why I have built such a good clientele, but it's changed a lot over the years. Sometimes I'm really, really strict with certain ways. Sometimes I do a little bit of everything, like different types of systems, with example of a postcard system, text messaging, phone calls, emails. So what I say is I layer Facebook messages, and I've always found that layering is the best. The reason why is because you just don't know when they receive that postcard, that voicemail, that text message, whatever, Facebook message, when they're going to be ready to engage and take action. So they may receive your postcard and go, oh, this is great. I've been needing Scentsy. Put it down, forget about it. They have the intention to connect with you, but they just forget, right? Life goes on. Life's busy. And unfortunately for us and for them, because they can lose out on their Scentsy, it's not their number one priority in their day, right? So here's the thing, guys. What made me want to jump on and talk to you today is I realized that follow-up is actually my favorite thing to do. Why? Because when you finally are making that email or making that phone call or text messaging or just connecting in any way, I have to tell you, it is the best feeling to actually say, I did it. I've touched base. I did my part. Now, if they don't engage, they can't say, well, I never heard from my consultant. Does that make sense? Now, with that being said, we have to remember that no matter how many times, this is really, I think I may change. I should have done this before. No matter how, it's still a glare. I'm going to have to find a better place to chat with you guys. But anyways, no matter how many ways or whether you followed up or not, we have to remember it's still our job to continue to follow up. Because even though it feels great that I did it. You did your job for the day, right? You touched base. But the not the problem, but the main point and action, that's what I'll say, the main action that needs to happen is to continue to follow up, because statistics show action on the customer or client's side doesn't usually happen until about the 5th to 8th connection. Now that may make you go, what? Are you kidding me? Right? You're like, I don't know if I could do that. But if you have some type of a system that, which if you look at my other YouTube videos, there are, and I'm sure 1,000 other Facebook, YouTube channels that you've seen about follow-up. If you have some type of a system that, like my client follow-up log, I'm not going to lie, I have these all marked out. I have 2 days after I deliver, okay? Then I have 3 weeks after, and then I have a 2-month. And if they don't buy by this 2-month mark, they go into another book that is every 3 months, okay? And that one is going to be on a postcard system. So they will get something from me every 3 months, and by the end of a year cycle, if they haven't reordered, they will get a phone call from me telling them that I've tried to connect with you for the past whatever time, 6 months, let's say. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you either are already getting taken care of by another consultant, or you're no longer interested in purchasing Scentsy. If that is not true, I'm here. I can't wait to hear from you. I can't wait to help you and hopefully sit down and help you smell some new fragrances or talk to you over the phone. So I'm going to leave the ball in your court. And here's my number, here's my email, and my website. So I can't wait to hear from you. If I don't hear from you, telling me to not take you off my follow-up list, I'm going to assume that you would like me to take you off. But if anything ever changes, just know that I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. Have a great day. So I'm literally letting them know that if I don't hear from you, I'm not going to follow up anymore. But it takes me a year of follow-up before they get taken off, okay? So if I'm doing a 2-3 day, 2 month, then 3 month, then 3 month, right? That's 5. And then I'll probably do one more 3 month into that following catalog. So that is 6 connections after their initial purchases. If they haven't purchased by then that's when they get archived, okay? But I've done more than enough and then I've also touched base with them. I've layered. The postcard system stays in effect every 3 months, but I will, if I have time, I will go through those people and just shoot some text messages to them. And this way, if they've received my postcard and they forgot, they will say, oh yeah, I got your postcard, or and normally they forget and they thank me for connecting with them a second or third time. They say, oh my gosh, yes, I've been meaning to call you. So follow-up can be the most best part of your business because, one, you're doing your job. Unfortunately, the higher percentage of consultants do not follow up. So you will stand out. They will stick with you. When they think of Scentsy, they're going to think of you because, wow, this person has connected with me a lot compared to all the other people that I've bought from with Scentsy, as well as just direct sales itself. If they buy from other direct sales companies, they're going to be very surprised how great you are with your follow-up. And they're going to appreciate it. They may not buy from you, but they're definitely going to likely respond and thank you for their follow-up. If they're not interested, may even let you know that they're not interested. But if they don't, at least you get to end that relationship by archiving them with knowing you did your part. You did your job. There's no guilt on your end saying, oh, what if this? What if that? What if they did want to buy? What if they did want to host? What if they did want to join, right? So, but one thing before you archive, make sure that they are on your newsletter if possible, if you have their email, because then they could still get your emails every month. And if anything changes, so they're still being dripped with emails. You're not investing in them anymore, time or money by postcards and stuff, but you're at least getting they're getting the monthly, and they can unsubscribe. So I realized, because I'm doing some follow-up, that follow-up is my favorite part of my business, because you know what it does? It makes me feel so good. It makes me feel accomplished. Even if I'm not getting anything out of it, I feel like I did my job, because that is the most important part of your job, is following up and connecting with your clients and making sure that they're getting good customer care. My last thing I want to talk about is why we should follow up other than just for a sale. The reason why is because you need to make sure that they don't need a light bulb. You don't want them running out to Walmart or Home Depot and buying a light bulb. That will void their warranty. And then it's not going to melt the same way. And they're going to think, oh, Scentsy's not as good because it doesn't melt, or I don't smell it as well because it's not melting the wax the way it should. 2, you want to make sure that their products are being used correctly, as well as the way they want it to. Are they enjoying their products? If they're even using it at all. I can't tell you how many times I've called to follow up and they're like, oh yeah, it's still in my office. I keep forgetting to bring it home. I haven't used it yet. So your phone call, text, whatever is going to make them start using the product, because we're a consumable product, remember? So if they're not using it, there's going to be no reason to repurchase. So we need to make sure that we're keeping connection and reminding them to change their wax so they can use their products. If they burn out of a light bulb and they don't go to Walmart or whatever and try to use their products, they're not using their wax either. So find a follow-up system that you'll do, because the best follow-up system is the one you'll do, not the one that everybody else says is so great. Because if you're not going to do it, it doesn't matter. 2, remember that follow-up is the most important thing in your business, because you're doing your job. And if you can, try to remember how good it feels when you actually get it done. Okay? Because it's exciting. It's the most money-making activity you could do with your business, because you're building relationships and you're showing you care. And finally, do it because you need your customers to be using the product. Because if you're not reminding them sometimes, they're probably not going to use the product either as much or at all. And they're also going to possibly ruin their products by going out and getting generic products like wax and light bulbs. All right, you have a sensational day. Until next time, I hope my little thought for the night at middle of the night is helpful to you, and I'm going to get back to my follow-up because I'm still excited. Oh, P.S., how am I following up in the middle of the night? I'm scheduling text messages, I'm scheduling phone calls, which are voicemails that are generic, and I'm sending emails. So it's not interrupting anybody, and they can be sleeping, but I'm getting my part done. I hope that helps, and I will definitely post what type of messaging systems I use in the comments below. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, and please contact me with any questions. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Or night.